Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel, I'm Bella, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Shazam, which was the DC film that came out yesterday on the 5th of April. I would like to say 4 things. Power Rangers is 1. 2, Queen had a good soundtrack. 3, comedy. And 4, why was it rated a 12A? I know why, because they did that whole, oh, we're going to buy beer, but then they spat it out scene, which was great. But actually, this is a film that I would recommend you could take anybody 9 and up to see, and they would enjoy it. It was really, really good, really funny, really kid-centric, and really friendly, and not gritty or dark or anything. It was a family-friendly film, and I think that was really good. It does have some really, really strong links to ancient Greek mythology, to Arthurian legend, so Merlin and Arthur there as well as Batman and Superman, and there were relevant Batman/Superman references throughout the movie, which I thought was really good. The end credits, beautiful, watch them. There is a scene at the end, which means that they are planning to do a sequel, which is good. Overall, I thought that the child actors that they used were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Lots of love, lots of pathos. It actually reminded me of, it's basically, we've got a show in the UK based off Jacqueline Wilson's Tracy Beaker books. There was a long series that was about Tracy Beaker. They then changed it to The Dumping Ground, which is about a care home or a foster home. And basically Shazam is about a foster home, but with superpowers / magic put in. So that's quite interesting, and in the UK that actually fits quite nicely with TV shows that the BBC does produce, like The Dumping Ground, only we don't have like wizards or magic within The Dumping Ground. We do have hard-hitting emotional issues, and they were there, and I was particularly pleased that they were addressed in this film. I think that overall it was really enjoyable. It had a good beginning, middle and an end, nicely paced, and it was interesting, and it was something new. It wasn't the same formula, which is why Aquaman, DC's other billion-dollar making movie, works so well. It's because these are new stories. They are not the repeats of Superman or Batman that we've had ad nauseum. It's also one of the reasons why Wonder Woman was such a success, because it was new. We'd never seen it on the big screen before, and it added something to the DC canon. Just like the new Joker film with Joaquin Phoenix is going to add something. Yes, Suicide Squad did add something to the DC canon, which made it broader and better. Yes, Batman was in it, but it wasn't the main focus. Anyway, moving on from that, because that's 2016, we need to shelve that. We're talking about Shazam. Shazam was great. I'd feel comfortable putting an 8-year-old in front and letting them watch. Yeah, you might need to support them with some of the more emotionally complex things, like Billy's mother abandoning him at 17 and various other things like that. But overall, it was a nice, steady film. It had a beginning, middle, and end. Yes, it did have some Power Ranger-esque moments for me, but that's because I'm a child of the 1980s, 1990s. And I thought it was actually a really good way of actually including kids in the DC universe, but giving them relevant reference points and making it safe. Though it was a bit Christmassy, but I kind of like that. I like the fact that you had Santa sort of like say, it was amazing, beep, 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 beep. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. I will say this, there was some strong Harry Potter vibes going on with the doors and the cupboard under the stairs, and the kid at the beginning wearing spectacles and his glasses coming off. What is DC and glasses? I mean, Harley Quinn lost her glasses in the chemical bath. This kid lost his glasses. It's got a whole thing against glasses, people. Glasses are awesome. Get over it. I think it's really, really interesting, and it does look like you've got one wizard guy against all these kids with superpowers, because they really don't sort of seem to be able to do any magic. They might develop it when they've got their lair. I think it's going to be awesome. There's going to be awesome sequels, I think. And I do see at some point them joining or having a part with the Justice League. I love the fact that they use some of Shazam's other names, like the Red Hurricane. They found out what his powers are, and he is pretty much indestructible. I mean, he can fly. He's got super strength, super speed, and bullets basically rebound off him. He can't do laser eyes, but he can shoot lightning. So he's kind of like a combination between Thor from Marvel and Superman, basically, but without some of like the frost breath or the laser eye kind of powers. It is interesting. Do check it out, and it's really fun. And I enjoyed it. And if you've got any little small people that want to go and see a film this is Easter, do take them. It is safe. Ignore the 12A rating. It is fine. There was nothing in there that was inappropriate. The only reason it got a 12A rating was because they basically saved a quickie mark from muggers and robbers, and they asked for beer, which is typical of what a 14-year-old would do, and then they spat the beer out because they didn't like it anyway. And I find that absolutely hilarious because the scene in Suicide Squad from 2016 that featured them in a bar drinking alcohol appropriately, not getting drunk, was actually cut from the movie to make it a 12A. But yet in Shazam, which is a film that's aimed at children, actually features children drinking beer. Yes, there is a bit of the, you know, the stripper bar thing, but you don't actually go inside. The main characters go inside and come out, and in one point the little girl ends up in there, but you don't see anything because Mary, that's her foster sister, is covering her eyes when she comes out, and she's like, why can't I get the glitter from them? It's like, no, we don't want glitter from them. It's not appropriate for you. It's not age appropriate. We're going now. Why did you land there? They yell at Billy. Why did you think of that? It was awesome and fun, and it was presented in a way that would be accessible to most children. Obviously with a parent there, but I would leave anybody 8 or 9 alone, and they could watch that pretty safe. Pretty safe. It's not gonna, like, you know, scar them for life or anything. It is a safe film. It's not like some of DC's bigger characters like Aquaman or the more complex ones. It was pretty straightforward, though it did have an emotional heart. And I love the fact that mother figures were so central to this. And I love the fact that what does it mean to be a family was explored, which was quite nice. And everybody within the film was kind and caring. The place of disability within that film is huge, because it is such an empowering movie, I think, for people with disabilities. So I would give that film out of 5. It was really well done and not a problem for me. It actually empowered people, because halfway through I was kind of like, this is kind of weird if it's just going to be Shazam as one character and the disabled kid sort of supporting him but not actually doing anything, though he did do things. He uploaded stuff to YouTube and various other things, which I thought was hilarious, and things, but I thought this is going to come off a bit dodgy. But then at the end, when the Almighty morphed and got their powers, I thought, yeah, this is right. I love the fact that Superman came to visit them in the end. Yeah, shoot me, spoilers. Get over it, people. This is the internet. There's not a lot that we can do about spoilers. We have to sort of live around them. But it was nice, and it didn't feel jaded. It didn't feel like forced. It didn't feel tokenistic. It felt real, which was really nice. And even in the bit where Billy says, "Oh, I've got to speed you up," so he just picks up his friend who has obviously got some kind of cerebral palsy issues with his walking. I've got to speed you up for your own safety. And you could understand why. And it wasn't done in a demeaning way, because they also picked up the little Afro-Caribbean Darla girl who loved hugging. They also carried her as well. So that was quite cute. Oh, was she African-American? Who knows? Who knows? Does it really matter? No. It was really nice. It had a good range of characters, though I would have liked the large child to actually have said something. But maybe we will see more of him in future sequels. But they all had heart, they all did their jobs, and it was really, really cute, and it was just adorable. Adorable, high adorable rating, Shazam, and it was fun. And superhero movies should be fun. They shouldn't be too serious, and this one was perfect. So if you've got any little people that you need entertaining, take them to see Shazam. It's a great, fun movie for kids. The 12A rating reminds me more of the old PG rating for this one. It's fine, it's safe. Yes, it says that they're 15, but actually it's really aimed at sort of like 10. So they'd be fine. There's nothing sort of too rude or too crude or inappropriate for them. It's fine and safe. And it's quite funny, actually. And it's also poking fun at social media content as well. And is life just about selfies, or is it about more stuff? Why does it do this? Sorry, the video really annoys me. It keeps going at various points. I did it in my Joker trailer review. Check that out, by the way. If you haven't seen Shazam, I recommend you go and see it because it's awesome. Please like, comment and subscribe, and do check out my Joker trailer review because I think that's going to be an awesome movie. And DC are just doing what they should be doing, which is producing really good movies. I'm really looking forward to the Suicide Squad soft reboot. I'm a little concerned that Harley Quinn is going to be back in that, but that all depends on what happens in Birds of Prey. As for is Jared Leto's Joker in that, I think that yes, he is, but they're using footage that they filmed in 2016 in Suicide Squad, because there's apparently a loaded ton of Joker and Harley Quinn footage that they filmed for Suicide Squad, but they didn't actually use. And I think that what they're going to do to fulfill Jared Leto's he must be in multiple movies is they're going to take some of that footage and use it in the Birds of Prey film. And it does seem that that is likely. Possibly, I know people are saying, well, it could have been, because you could get a private jet for 10 hours to fly to LA, but I'm like, he's filming Morbius at the moment. I don't think that's possible. Or they used a stand-in. I don't think they are. I think that they are using footage that they filmed in 2016, possibly, and then doing some extra stuff with Margot Robbie to make it seem more real. That's just my point of view. They could have used a stand-in, or they could have flown him in private jet, but he's filming Morbius. I'm not sure. But he did do that thing on Snapchat. So that's that. Do check out Shazam, Shazam, Shazam. It is awesome, fun, and kids safe. So that's my review. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about what DC is doing and the way they're going about it. I think they've hit gold with Shazam. I do think we are going to see another 2 movies at least, because it all depends on children aging and how they take to it. And I think that they were really well rounded. I really like the foster parents as well. They get big points as characters. It was lovely, it was nice, it was gentle, but it was also kind of fun. And that's what superhero movies should be, fun. It brought the fun back. So it was enjoyable. So bye everyone. Hope you've enjoyed this.